Today we have a very exciting podcast. We are talking to a panel of professors who are also life coaches.
I am Ann Brewster, Dr. Ann Brewster, and my area of focus is on the school dropout issue. And I have piloted using the model with these kids. Years ago when I was a teenager, I was a truant teenager and I dropped out of high school myself. I had to rewrite my story of calling myself an early school leaver. So this led me to do this kind of work about revising our stories so that we can reach the goals we want to reach.
So my name is Paula Engebretson. After finishing grad school, entering the job market in academia, I was dealing with a ton of stress and anxiety. I thought that the answer was just in finding the right productivity tool. I listened to your first episode was on time management. You shared something that just blew my mind, which was being busy is optional. Once I had that thought work component, that's when everything really kind of fell into place.
My name is Dr. Oliad. When I was navigating the tenure track process, it really wasn't easy for me. It was pretty evident early on that it would just take more than just being a good teacher, a good researcher. As I listened to you, it just struck me how you explained exactly why I was feeling the way I was feeling.
My name is Emiliana, that students, they have dreams. You know, they're dreaming, they want to do something in this world. They still have that connection to themselves. And it's so important to support it and help it to grow. Coaching is something that I'm constantly seeing. I understood I'm missing this big piece of how to work with a person, how to hold the space and all those things. For a scientist, it's very appealing. It's very clear. There is a structure, there is a model. I loved it and I signed up and I'm so happy that I did.
Learning to manage your brain changes everything. So I would love to go through and have you share some of the knowledge that you've learned that you apply to your life.
One of the magical things that I do with these kids is the impossible goal. And many of these kids are low income, have had many adversities. The idea is we work with the circumstances that these kids are in and work also on their impossible dreams.
A lot of our young aren't taught that just because something seems impossible doesn't mean that you shouldn't still do it.
Something that's been really impactful for me, it was the how to get it done Monday hour one approach. And then the thought work that goes with it really helps to combat busy, right? It makes us look at where we're intentionally spending our time. It's unbelievable how much your productivity just skyrockets and you get so much more efficient when you have it locked in.
Some of the common issues that researchers encounter is dealing with a high level of uncertainty. I've been working on is changing this perception of what it means to have a coach. Having or needing a coach is not a sign of weakness. If a professional athlete is training for, say, Olympics, have you ever seen one without a coach? Letting people know that it is possible to have high level of productivity and not burn out.
Transformational for me is allowing emotions, worry, fear. We don't need to do something about it. We can just look at it.
It doesn't matter how advanced we get, how much money we make. We always have to come back to the basics of taking care of ourselves.